Hey, it's me again, and we're back for another video. So, the last one received so much positive feedback that we're gonna go on a journey, and we're gonna be talking about medical school. I and many of my classmates will be sharing some insight with you on what medical school is really like. So, enjoy. This one's gonna be fun. Are you ready for it? So, the first question is this: how hard is medical school, and is it worth it? And the answer is, it's harder than I thought it would be. I thought that I was just gonna waltz in here with my study habits, my good study habits, and just take over and do things efficiently. Doesn't work that way. So,
No, I'm going to go to you guys immediately. But okay, so now we're back here and we are actually in the cafeteria now. Are you ready? Sure, let's go. Hey, we have Favor, Josh, and Tomison. So what's it like? What's school like? Okay.
It's a lot of work. I just have to be mentally prepared for it.
Okay. So how is preparation for exams coming up?
It has been going on fine. Some days you feel extra confident and extra good. And then you see questions that you don't know. And then you start feeling, unsteady again. But then you just have to pick them up and work.
Okay. So Josh.
Look, not gonna lie, medicine school is for the strong. CTO, there's just so many things for you to cover. And when you see your colleagues reading, you see that you haven't really gone far. Like, you think I've gone far, but you haven't really gone far. And then there's the general courses, which appear at the World Times as taught and
Okay, in medical school, I haven't been here for 3 years. It has been quite stressful. Honestly, it was just involved with coordinating things as well. It's also about consistency. You have to be very consistent with what you're doing. You know, this is what I want to do at this time of the day. In fact, have your timetable, have things you want to do, you always be very prepared, be planned, because anything can come up, any exam, any test.
So I want to ask Tunji a question now. How is medical school?
It's for the get to learn interesting things. Because you learn about your body, you get to learn things like how people are developed, how things are, if you are not born in quotes properly. And that's I know that's not very well. That's embryology. Yeah, it's actually interesting. But it's a lot. That's really the kind of place that you think you are smart. You think, like secondary school, you think you are, like top 10. Like that means I must be very good. Now come here. Now realize that what happened? You are humble. Like, exactly as Jota said, you are humble. Medical school is humble. Because you have a lot of things to do. You have to learn, you have to put in your head somehow. Whether it's using electronics or anything, just put it in your head. And that's the thing. Mainly it's about reading, learning, and passing. So now we'll take away the social. Of course, I mean, you have to sacrifice more for past. I mean, you don't come to medical school because you just want to be here. So you sacrifice your social life, hanging out with friends, things like that. Also, you sacrifice some personal, not really sacrifice, but you place things in priority. Like this week exam, I'm even supposed to be eating now. Because everybody, that's the thing that you have to think of. Everybody's supposed to be eating. You have to make your day, make every second, make every hour productive. I'm not trying to say that medical school is only about reading. There are some times of rest and fun times too. But it's medical school.
Okay.
You gotta be a doctor one way or the other. Don't be a doctor.
So medical is work. It's not for the weak. It's not for the tired. It's not even for the strong. It's for those who trust God. Honestly, I just So
Facts.
Second place. One more thing.
Have you guys been alive to guys? If not, do so now. You will need guys in your life.
Facts. Okay. Thank you. Let's go.
Hey guys,
video.
so what we're talking about now is medical school. How is medical school? How does it fare? How do we handle it? And what are the outcomes? Honestly, medical school to me is worth it. And what I have noticed is that it's not really about how much you study. It's more about how much you learn how to study. When I came in, I thought I knew how to study. Studying neurobiology, I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. I know what studying is like. But medical school teaches you how to study. And then of course you end up having a lot of mental battles, I guess. That is where you learn how to use a support system. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in this 200 level year as it rounds up is that I cannot do it on my own. I need the Lord Jesus to help me, but I also need a support system of friends and classmates and roommates who are also going through the same journey. And that's why I like the fact that they like to place medical students together in the same room so we can fight together and build and grow together. So it's necessary. I believe it's one of the best things that can happen to a medical student is when you're placed in a place where you can have other students that are like-minded with you. I realized that, and I want you to realize too, that medical school is not all and all in all. It's not where you're gonna make all the money or everything, but I think it's a phase of life, it's a part of life. So if you're an artist and you're in a medical school, continue being an artist. If you're a saxophonist, continue being a saxophonist. Whatever you are that's part of your journey, continue to do it, because a time is going to come when you realize that you can integrate your medicine and the other passions you have in life. Like, I am part of sound engineering in Bowen Chapel, and I never thought I would be there 2 years ago, but during COVID and pandemic, I felt the Lord leading me towards working on sound engineering, not as a degree, just as the practical aspect, while I am studying to become a medical doctor. And of course, I also run Musical Kinetics and the other podcast and some other things I do. So pursue your dreams, and medical school is worth it to me. The stress is a lot, the workload is a lot, and if you're looking for money, there are easier ways to get money than medical school, but we're not seeking money, we seek after calling and fulfilling purpose. There's also a lot of room in the healthcare sector outside medicine. Like, we need public health advocates, we need those who understand public policy and hospital management and implementation of healthcare structures and research. So all these are big words I'm saying, but I'm going to talk about them more in detail later on. There is room in the healthcare sector for more than doctors. Just like we're having nurses and physiotherapists rise, there's a room for a lot more than medicine. So don't think that, oh, I didn't get into medical degree, then I'm done. No. There's actually a lot of room for you, and there's a lot of growth that has to occur in our medical system. And the last thing I would say is that for me, it's a grind. You don't study 1 week and expect to pass. You study for months and months and months. And what I find is that the longer you study on the material, like example, I struggled with histology and embryology for my entire first semester. The more time I gave to histology, the easier histology seemed. And then things that were very difficult were easy at the end. So my first semester, I really didn't want us to do a theory exam because I probably would have failed it because I don't know how to cram. I only understand concepts and then I pour out. But that second semester, I had put in some work, and thank God, watched YouTube videos, a lot of YouTube videos, Ninja Nerds and Medicosis, Arma. There's so many channels. I also use Lecturio, so if you're interested in Lecturio, I can make a video on Lecturio too. Very helpful resource. Osmosis might be as helpful, but I use Lecturio now, so who knows, I might get the other one if there's a lot of interest and do a comparison at the point. And what I find is that when you study a material over time, it sticks better than when you just try and cram it. So all the hard work, it's about paying the price. Pay the price. If someone has paid the price for embryology before they come to school, embryology will be easy. If someone has paid the price for gross anatomy of the upper limbs, that will be easier. If someone has paid the price by reading Guyton, it's a physiology textbook for blood physiology or respiratory physiology, it will show up in your results, because once you pay the price, you're building a foundation on which your scores are built. I tried using a cognitive shortcut in some exams to not try and pay the price and just try and get the same score. It doesn't work. You pass, but unless you pay the price, you can't get the exact same amount of reward. So I'll end you here with this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there's a lot more to come, but yeah, medical school is a journey, and I'm loving every single day. Have a wonderful day.